In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical.
Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing you another episode of Subsistence, and this time I'm not on Season 5. This is my test world. We are here because Alpha 53 Preview is here for your enjoyment. And Cole Games has made a lot of... well, there's big changes and there's small changes, and he kind of ran the gambit in this update. He kind of touched a lot of different things. And there's a lot people have been asking for. There's things that people are still not going to be happy because they didn't get X, Y, or Z. But, you know, there's a little bit of everything in this update. It's a good way to look at it. All right, so let's step outside. I'm going to show you what I have set up outside for you. And I'll show you some of the first stuff. He has added slanted windows and then the fill pieces for this. Now, I haven't tried, but this should also fill in the slant on a staircase. And you know what? Let's use this half staircase. Isn't this cool? To see if this works. So he created a half staircase. And try not to fall off here. So that'll rotate. No, it's not the one. How about this one? So he didn't give us the rotation that I was looking for. This is not the piece you're looking for. Move along. Move along. Yeah, it rotates on the turn, but I can't rotate it on the vertical axis. You know, so I could slide it in there. Cole Games, if you would, please add that in. That has been a long requested. So this is a piece right here. I'm going to take it and move because it looks like it's completing that wall, but it's not. It's actually piece oh, come on. I'm in the middle of an update video. Why do you guys have to attack? No, attack me when I'm in the middle of update video. Just, nah. I still haven't found a good use for this one. It's for when you're using the other angle. But did you notice on the slant that you can run straight up? That's why I put these. Come on, step out. Oh, I missed. He almost didn't miss. It was close. He moved after I fired. Come on. Ah, too high. Just over his head. Ah, see, that's taking so long for the arrow to travel. There we go. All right, so that's kind of cool that this ramp is really a ramp. It's really nice. I think I would like to use this as an entrance to a base, maybe. I don't know if hunters can use it or if animals can transverse it, but we can transverse it really nice. So he gave us these pieces right here that nice and fill in, and we have real half vertical walls. So instead of needing to create 2 quarter walls to fill in a half, now you have a real half wall. Now, why is there a fireplace here? Well, the campfire will degrade over time, and it's already started degrading. You can see I placed this down last night in game, and you see it's already lost some integrity. And once it's run out, it'll just disappear. Great for co-op worlds where people are logging in, they put down a campfire, log out, and never come back, and you have to run around and find all the stupid campfires and delete them. Well, now, after a certain amount of time, they'll just automatically disappear. Another thing to note, they are affected by weather. So rain will make your campfire go out if it's exposed to the rain. This only affects normal and hardcore, not on easy so far. Now that could change, but that's how it is right now. So this half stair, I do like it. This is one of the things that I've wanted for a long time. I'm not sure why it lined up the way that it did. Is that just my bad placement or... Yep, it was just my bad placement. There we go. Lines up perfectly. Cole Games also fixed the glass roof connecting to the other pieces. There's some large gaps, and he made adjustments to those as well. Now, on elevators, there were some people who had certain types of builds where their walls, their elevator to fit their base would need to stop. I'm gonna bring this out right here. Would have to stop on the half floor, but the elevator wasn't doing that. It would always go full floor and then stop. He's made it so if you're building it in a half floor and your floor is at an increment on a half floor, it'll actually stop there now. I know it's really long-winded, but it stopped there. Yeah, you just saw one of the other things. There's a lot. I actually do have a list. I'm not going to go through the entire list because I don't like to do that. I think since things can change, Cold Games hasn't put it out completely yet, and it's still in testing. But I do have the list. All right. There are now wild strawberries. You can get these in the summer, and that's the only time. They give a hydration boost versus a blueberry. Now, you can't get seeds from these, just like a blueberry, but you can't make berry water, like a strawberry water with them. You can still only do that with a blueberry. So, good, but not great. We have pork chops. I wonder where pork chops come from. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But a pork chop cooked, 32 protein, 3 vegetables, 27 hunger, -5 hydration, and 0807. The buff is the same from a liver, but you get a little less protein and a little more hunger filled on the pork chop. 27 versus, take that back. The liver is still king. Let's switch this up to the steak. Yeah, it's better than a steak, but it falls short of a liver. I'm going to go ahead and eat that before it goes bad. I don't want to waste it. Come on. It's a pork chop. Now, where does a pork chop come from? Cold Games has added wild boars to the game. Now, wild boars is a different kind of creature. Well, obviously, it's a wild boar. But, and you know what? I'm going to go and eat the strawberry. I found it. I'm going to eat a strawberry. We're going to go looking for a wild boar. We also have to go find the new cave. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to mention that there's a brand new cave in the game? And did I forget to mention that it's like 3 or 4 times as big as the other cave? And I'm not even kidding you. It was so big, Cold Games actually had an exit sign. So if you got lost, you knew how to get out of a certain area. I'll point it out to you later. I was like, really? An exit sign? We couldn't figure out something better? He said he took it out. But I have a picture. I have a screenshot. There was an exit sign. It was that big. So, so with this, we'll go out looking for strawberries because I want to show you the strawberry plant and some wild boar. Now, the wild boar take up a wolf spawn. And it's not, the way that the notes worded it, it kind of sounded like if you found a wild boar, there'd be no wolves around. And that's not the case. What it is, at least as far as I understand it, if you get lucky, and they're a rarer spawn, if a wild boar spawns in, it's taken the place of a wolf. So as you're traversing the map and you come onto an area, and we're going to start heading toward the new cave too. It's in the southern lake, the newer lake. As you start heading out into an area, the animals for that area spawn in. There's a bear right there. So that bear was spawned in. And I don't know how the game says this bear or that type of bear spawns in. But when it comes to the wolves and the boars, you can get a wolf if it says, okay, we're spawning a wolf. Kind of like, think about it as it's rolling a dice. And the percentile dice roll 0 critical. I have to talk percentile dice. That's the best dice in the game. Rolls percentile dice. And maybe, and Cold Games hasn't given me any numbers. It's just me guessing. Maybe 25, 30%. If you roll a 70 or above, you're going to get a boar instead of a wolf. So the boar has taken that wolf's spawn and not spawned a wolf, but spawned a boar. The boars are actually kind of cool. They root around in the dirt and they make, oink oink piggy noises. If you attack them, they will attack back. If you walk by them, as far as I know, they won't attack. I mean, I was pretty close to one and he really didn't care about me. But if you corner them or damage them, they'll attack. Now, their AI is a little different. It will attack, and once it's scored a good hit, and it can break a leg or cause you to bleed, the level 1 that I saw had 130 hit points. Supposedly, and I'll try to test it today if I find one, and I'll keep recording till I do. I'll make sure you guys see one. When the boar attacks, it's supposed to hit you maybe once, twice, and then its AI will try to run away. You know, kind of like a pig. Like, look, don't crowd me, and it'll hit you and try to move away because it doesn't want to get damaged. It's kind of like a regular animal actually might do. And yes, it's killing me to walk by all this stuff. So the boar is pretty cool. There's also been some lighting fixes in the game. When you're fishing at night and you cast out your rod and it splashes in the water, you would get a normal white, you know, puff of water or like a splash of water coming up off the surface. He's corrected the lighting, and now that splash will be in line with the light that there is. So if you have a light source nearby, that splash will be lit up like by like a fire instead of just a plain white. I think that affects what the bears and the boars. When the boar is rooting in the ground, he makes the noise, you know, like a shuffling noise, and he leaves kind of a little smoke trail. And it's a brown smoke trail, like he's kicking up the dirt. And what, you know, a good way to help identify them at a distance. The bears, sometimes when they make a tight turn and they, you know, go a different direction, I've seen them kick up the same sort of dirt little thing, but it's only for like half a second, unlike the boar, which will do it for several seconds while it's rooting in the ground, trying to find something. Let's take care of the riffraff. Oh, how did I miss? I missed because I missed, but you're all dead. Do I want your gear? I don't want to get full, so I'm just going to leave you guys behind. That's not what this video is about. I'm going to kill them when I see them, but that's about it. I haven't seen any strawberries. It's a really large plant, trust me. When you see a strawberry, you're going to know it. I will eventually, if I have to record for, you know, a couple days in game, I'll show you. And the same thing with the boar. We'll keep moving toward the new lake and the new cave. You know, hopefully find a boar on the way. If not, then we will go ahead and... The first boar I found was right up here. That's why I'm pausing. I just want to give the game a second to see if it wants to give me a trigger, a notification. Hey, there's a sound you haven't heard before. Let's talk about reduced firepower. The hunters have always been a little bit weaker than the player. And Cold Games was mentioning it's about kill you. Hopefully when the respawn happens, maybe I'll get a boar. I'm going to kill you so I can get something else to spawn in this area when I come back through it. So the hunters have always been a little weaker. About 65% is the damage that they would do. And that was the same across all levels. Cold Games has tweaked that. Oh, wow. Cold Games has tweaked. I can't believe I missed twice. One sometimes happens, but not twice. Come on. Cold Games has adjusted that so that they do less damage on easy and then normal and then back to 65 on hardcore. I tried to pick it up, but I'm like, wait a second, I don't. I'm going to kill you so that you might spawn something that I want. Be careful. I'm willy-nilly just wasting all my arrows, and that hurts. Let's use... Oh, come on. That didn't kill you in single shot? Alright, cool. Don't want to use up all my good arrows if I can. If I can help it. So yeah, the hunters have been debuffed a little bit. They're not as strong on easy and normal as they used to be. Could be helpful. He's also tweaked. There was some problems with the hunters would come attack your base and they would move, and they seemed to run at ridiculously fast speeds. Those rogue hunters were, I could almost hit them on the run and not have it be so difficult that it's really hard to handle. Hold on. Goodbye. Do not touch me. No touchies. So they seem to be a little bit easier to handle. So I appreciate that update. Let me look at the list again. Animals and fish traps. So the small game and the fish traps, their duration has been extended. So instead of lasting only a few days in game, Cold Game says they'll last about 5 days in game now. So that makes them a little bit more worth the effort to put those out. The water shaders have been updated by Cold Games. That should make the water look a little better. It's also easier to see underwater. We'll be looking at that in just a moment. The bird migration. A lot of people were complaining. I'm still trying to find a strawberry or a boar. A lot of people have been complaining how the birds that migrate, there's like a million of them and all their wings flap exactly the same, and it seems so unnatural. Cold Games has addressed that. He's decreased the number of birds, and he was able to add a little bit more random flaps, so they're not all flapping in exact sync. We'll look at that. I will exit and change the game to autumn, fall, and we'll take a look at that. I want to kill this wolf, and hopefully, come here, goodbye. Kill that wolf off, and hopefully when it spawns back in after I go into the cave, maybe we'll get lucky and get a spawn of a boar, because I am not seeing one. And no strawberries either. And I mean, strawberries are really easy to see. You know what else is really easy to see? The cotton plant now. Cold Games has increased the size of the cotton plant. It should be much easier to see it now versus what it was before. You know, I could have taken those other arrows with me now that I look at it. All right, top everything off. Let's go ahead and start heading toward the cave. Now, if you don't want to know where the cave is, all right, I'm just going to leave you alone for a second. If you don't want to know where the cave is, I will put a timestamp so I can show you what the cave looks like, but you won't know where it is. If you don't want to be spoiled on where the location of the new cave is, there's a timestamp. I'll put it on the screen. Go to that time and you won't be spoiled on the actual location. Let me go ahead and reload. All right, so I've given enough time for those people that wanted to not find out where. So if you want to know where it is, I'm going to show you right where it is. This thing is so easy to find. I was literally over here when the update dropped, and I was like, oh, really? And I happened to have my diving gear on me because I was anticipating an update on my test world, and Cold Games had mentioned that he was looking at adding another cave, and it would be in this lake. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave my test world when I do. I'll leave my guy over here with some scuba gear so I can go find it. All right, sorry, I had to jump out for a second. All right, let me show you. Now, it's a little easier to see, not completely, but right there, you can almost look under the water without going underneath, and it's a lot clearer than it used to be. And this is kind of feels about the same. I mean, it's a little easier to see, I guess. But if you're up here and you're trying to see where a clam is or where resources are, you can see them a lot easier from up here. So I'm going to keep swimming out here for a second. Man, it is really hot out here today. It is warm. My guy's like, oh, this is hot, dude. All right, if you want to line up for the cave, that's the cave entrance. Yep. Right there's the cave entrance. Line up right on that tree. So you have that tree there, that rock there, that tree in the middle, almost lined up with that peak. Pull the line down all the way, and that's the cave entrance right down there. I don't know if that arrow actually reached. We'll find out. Now, getting down to the cave, it's not too deep, but the tunnel going into it is longer than hell. If you can get down here without drowning just to get down to the cave, you'll never make it through the tunnel. The tunnel is just too long. Sorry, but it is. All right, welcome back to everybody who did not want to get spoiled on where the location of the cave is. This is a tunnel that goes into the cave. The tunnel entering the cave is really, really long. You can get down to the cave pretty simple. It's not very deep, but the cave entrance, swimming through here, is really, really long. You're not going to be able to swim this without... you can probably get down to the cave without using an air tank, but you're definitely... Oh, hunters are fighting. What could the hunters be fighting that live in the cave? Well, look around a little bit, make sure I'm not going to get jumped. There is a new animal besides just the boar. Cole Games has added in bats. Now, they're not vampire bats, but there are bats in the cave. They will attack you. They can cause bleeding and infection. They're really good at causing an infection, unfortunately. How much battery do I have? Oh, not a lot. Oh, something else that I forgot to mention. Cole Games increased the how far the light reaches out. So the light that's in the game reaches out much further now than it did before. So the hunters that we heard fighting are probably shooting at bats. So there's actually game in here, so you can get meat in here. And there are hunters in this new cave as well. Now, if you go direct, let's say you log into the update and you grab your gear and you run down here right away like I did, there will not be any hunters. The hunters will spawn in after you've loaded into the new update. The first time that it passes midnight, then you'll have hunters spawning in. I want to try to find the hunters. And to see if I can find... Oh, that's a bat. There's a level 1 bat. Ah! Hold on. Shotgun it up. I like the sound. I had gotten hit before, but I didn't have my headphones on, so I was just exploring the cave. And so this little sucker just hit me and ran, huh? Hey, jerk, where are you? I wonder if they can level up. If they have, I mean, if you let yourself get killed by a bat, I'm assuming you could level up a bat. I'll have to look at the tape to see how much hit points he had, because I couldn't even tell. But they're hard to hit. I'm thinking shotgun might be the best thing to take them down, just because they're wily and it spreads out. Where did you go? Now I'm looking for the hunter, and now I'm looking for bat. I never found a boar, and I haven't found a strawberry yet. That sucks. Level 2 bat. I found you. 55 hit points, huh? Oh. I got a hit on him, but it didn't do any damage to him. All right. Ooh, the bat models kind of look kind of cool. All right, so I have to butcher the bat, it looks like. And what am I going to get from said bat? 3 fat and 1 steak. That's actually not too bad. Let's wash hands real quick and refill. Okay. So that was a bat kill. Awesome. I finally got that on camera. But look how big this thing is. This cave is huge. Just wait. You haven't even seen the best part yet. Let's get down here. I'm still looking for that health bar. That's the best way to see them, I think, is look for their health bar. I have to get close enough to see it, though. Okay, so nice deep lake in here. This doesn't... There's no hidden passages. I looked already. I was hoping. And then it leads over to this other area. And you'd think, like, okay, that's a pretty decent-sized cave. This is something that's actually, you know, doable. Yeah, I think we're not even halfway through yet. Yeah, let's go this way. I like to go this way. This will show you. There's these tight tunnels that snake around, so it's a really different feel from the other cave, which is almost entirely open. This one's got little tunnels that kind of shoot off in different directions. And this thing's deep. Think about the direction we entered. We're way underground. Like this is, I don't think this is like under the mountain, but I will map it later and put some BCUs out so we can try to get a look. Okay. I just heard a hunter switching weapons. This is a subterranean cavern underneath. And the only way to get down from here is a leap of faith. Please, Cold Games, don't make me die. Nice deep water you can jump down into. No secret ways here. I thought I heard a hunter, but maybe I didn't. I'm gonna get this back out for... Is this... Oh, okay. I didn't update when I pulled down. I have the other one. It still has the exit sign. The exit sign is gone. So let me pause, and we're gonna keep this view, and I want to see how he changed it. So this is actually a good thing. This is what I wasn't kidding when I saw an exit sign. Let me see what he changed. Okay, so I updated the game, and yeah, the exit sign is now gone. I suggested maybe like a white rock or maybe some glow or something, like a light down there, or a soft glow in the distance. I don't know if he's still thinking about doing something, but yeah, the exit sign is gone. But at least you guys saw the exit sign. Now my inventory is a little different. I got the bat. You'll see it. I did pick up some strawberries. Forgot to record it. Don't hate me. And my save, when I upgraded to the new one, I inadvertently overwrote the save we were actually using, so I had to run back over. Oh, another bat, huh? Ah! All right, no, we'll check you out and see what you give me. Okay, so they're a good source of fat if you happen to be in the cave. Yeah, good source of fat. I mean, it's not like amazing, but it's about as much fat as I'm getting off of a wolf. Oh, and the boars. The boars are supposedly a really good... I think I got 6 fat off the one that I killed originally. It's the same amount of fat that you get on a level 10 chicken. So that's pretty good. Now I'm seeing some lights. There's a campfire down there. And a soft glow that calls your attention. I wonder what that soft glow is. We'll go check that out in a second. Oh, I missed? That usually doesn't happen when I've got a hunter sitting there like that. Nice and easy. Oh, you ran right into it. What goodies? Okay, normal goodies. I remember at one time they were giving a lot of fish down here. I asked Cold Games about it, but... See if there's anything on your fire. Eh. So there's the hunters. They're a little easier to deal with. They don't run at Mach 5 anymore, so that's good. Oh, I like that little water spot. That's actually kind of cool. Not deep, but just a nice little shallow water spot. Okay, so there is a light at the end of the tunnel, but there's a fence in my way. Damn you, Cold Games! But yeah, there's a fenced-off area. I wonder what that's going to lead to. Your guess is as good as mine, because I really don't know. Yet. I mean, he did hint that they would, the two caves would connect to each other. He never mentioned how they would connect to each other. So I'm interested to find that out. All right, I'm going to start heading toward the exit. Granted, there's no exit sign. But I mean, it's a framed hallway. It's a framed cave, almost like it was man-made. So it's not so difficult to find. But yeah, look how big this thing is. And there's still a piece. It's a smaller piece, but there's still a piece we haven't seen yet. That's the entrance that we came in, and we had to drop down into this area right here. All right, so that gives you an idea of how big this bottom cavern is. It's about as big as the original cave. So I'd say this cave's at least twice as big as the other cave. Get my shotgun out in case I run into any more rabid bats that want to attack me for no reason. And they will. You're in the tunnel? Oh, that's just so wrong, Cold Games. Then you have to fight them because this is your only way out. Ah! Oh, it's like he's stuck there or something. There we go. See, you can actually hit him on the run now. A little bit easier. I think his AI... Oh, hello. Oh, thank you. I'll take that. I appreciate the meal. What do you have? I'm not going to bother with it. It's like his AI was kind of getting stuck on this little lip right here. Not sure why that is, but cool. Saw a hunter actually in the tunnel. So the tight area is definitely becoming something that is interesting and you have to deal with. All right, just oh. Can't tell. Is that a bat or just a okay, not a bat. Because the one I actually looked up and I was like, is that a bat up there? And turned out it was a bat. Now, if I go down that tunnel, I'll drop out again. So this tunnel goes over this tunnel. So they kind of crisscross in the rock. And now we're coming back to where we initially came in and you had this giant cavern then drop down to this lake. So I like the new cave system. I think the new cave system is really well done. It's kind of what the old cave, the original cave, really needed to be, in my opinion. But I think that was Cold Game's first attempt at an underground cavern, and he outdid himself with this one. I would kind of like him to take a look at maybe redoing the old cave and expanding it when he goes to connect the two, expand that cave into this one and make that as how it connects. So giving us more room in the other cave. Now, one thing with the cave update, crystals will not respawn as quickly because there's more sources of crystals to keep the game balanced. Cold Game slowed down the respawn time of crystals. But now you have two caves, and this one being much bigger than the other one to actually get your crystals. All right, I'm going to go ahead and swim out. I don't want to spoil the location to those that don't want to know where it's at. And I will then try to find a strawberry again since I inadvertently didn't record when I was running back and I actually found 2 strawberries. And I will keep looking for a boar for you guys. See you guys in a moment. While we are out boar hunting and strawberry hunting, there's a couple bugs that Cold Games has fixed with the new update. The BCU and extender issue where if you had a BCU and you had some stuff placed down, oh, this is a strawberry. That's how visible a strawberry actually is. If you had a BCU down and you placed some items and then you removed that BCU and put a new one, the items were no longer connecting to the new BCU. You were forced to pick them up and move them, destroy them, replace them. It was causing a lot of issues. Cold Games found the issue and has fixed it. So you shouldn't have those issues with BCUs. There's more to the change, but I don't want to get into the weeds until Cold Games has actually published everything. So a lot of the information I give you is generalized and not complete details because things can change. Still looking for that boar though. Now the other big update that he did is 2 co-op things. The hunters will target in co-op. Okay, there's a cougar. Not what I'm looking for. In co-op, the hunters will retaliate and attack a base. Now, if a person from X base attacks, and then the next day the hunters are, or like doing a periodic attack, the hunters might attack your base. You're not even logged on. That kind of sucks. Well, the hunter's AI has been updated so that they attack the base that's logged on. I don't think that works for a revenge attack, but for periodic attacks, the ones that happen every couple days and just for no reason, they're like, screw you, I'm going to attack you, type attacks, those will happen at bases that have people logged in at them. So if nobody from a certain base is logged on, that base shouldn't be attacked. And he's doing that because he's been working on dedicated server information. The stuff that we need if we want to set up dedicated servers. Cold Games is actually working on that. He's not done, it's not ready, but he has started working on that. And it's actually in the patch notes. Only reason I'm bringing it up. So that is something that Cold Games is actively currently working on. And that's really good to hear because a lot of people want to host 24/7 servers, and you really couldn't do that correctly because of a lot of in-game issues, and one of them being hunters just attacking bases even if there's nobody logged in for that base, meaning being on that BCU, and that would cause a lot of issues. And of course, we don't have the proper files to do a true dedicated server. And now we will, hopefully, in the future at some point. Caveat, caveat, caveat. I'm still hunting for the boar. This is right where I found my first boar, and it was the only boar that I've seen so far. So, another reason why I say they're kind of a rare spawn. Oops! I was actually looking at the patch notes so I could see the next thing I wanted to bring up. I ran right into those guys, scared the ever-living bejesus out of me. What, pray tell, did you give me? All right, I'll take the I can't pass up medical tonic. You know, if I see medical tonic, I'm taking it, even though I'm not. This is just my test world. I just won't forgive myself if I pass up on medical tonic. All right, move out. I think I've gone over everything. It's now basically, another big bug. And we will test this one. I don't have the health required, but Cold Games has fixed the bug. He thought he had it fixed, but he didn't. Oh, you just stopped, huh? There it is, guys. That's a boar. That's a level 3. 150 hit points for level 3. Did you hear that piggy sound? Oink, oink. Oink, oink. We have boar. It's boar-tastic. It's boar-delicious. Now, see, he's running away from me. So he will run. Come here. I want you to hit me. He does. He hits you and he runs away. That's a really cool mechanic. He's the only animal that does that. I like to scream when he dies. All right, let's get rid of all the raw meats and stuff just in case. I want to see what he's going to give me. 4 fat. That's a lot of fat for a single animal, and that's what a raw pork chop looks like, and the goodies you get from a raw pork chop. All right, and 1 day's worth of game. Well, I had to do some editing to bring it all together, but basically in one game day, we have succeeded. Oh, and there's a moose too. I'm not going to attack the moose. The big thing I was going for was the boar. The stupid mouse. I'm sitting in a different chair, and I use a lap board, and so it kept trying to move down and move down. He fixed the bug causing 4 hunter bases to spawn all the way around a single base. He's fixed that. You can no longer try to dive and save and exit and keep, on minimal health and dive without using any type of scuba gear, when you log back in, you're just going to be dead. So stop trying to cheat. It's not going to pay. And he's increased the resolution of the loading screen. I mean, like I said, he did a lot of different things. Oh, we're not done yet. I'm sitting here like, oh, we're done. No, we're not. I will be right back. And there's the bird. There's a few birds up there. That little, oh, there's another flock. And I can see that there's a difference between their wing flaps a little bit. Okay, took them a few seconds. I like that. Yeah, they're spread out a little bit more. Yeah, that's an improvement. I mean, everybody was complaining about it, so it's not... Oh, hello, Hunter. Coming back from fishing, it looks like. Oh, yeah, you're a little easier to track now. Oh, yes. What did you drop me? Nothing that I want right now. So, cotton plant. I am on the hunt for a cotton plant, and hopefully to get one before it gets dark. Supposedly, they are bigger now. I will go hunting the cotton plant, and I'll bring you guys back as soon as I find one. Here's a bonus piggy for you. Come here, piggy, piggy, piggy. Let me see what you give me. I like the pig model. Okay, only 2 fat that time. So... it is random what you're getting, and it's not... but they're supposed to be heavier on fat than like a wolf might give 1. I've gotten 3. I swear the first one I killed had like 6 on it. Maybe it was 4 or 5. And guess what? I am still looking for... Oh, there was a good shot. Come here, hunters. Not bad. The hunter fire went out. It was fine, it had fuel, but because it's raining, their fire went out. Haha, I got to show that. Awesome. Now, back on the hunt for more cotton. Oh, another awesome shot. Another awesome shot. And a death kill. Awesome. I love the bow. You guys know how much I love my bow. Lockpick? No such luck. Thought his head was the claymore for a second. Nope. And in line. They were all shot in line. Nobody inside. Ah, I was hoping for a lockpick on camera. No luck with that. All right, let's keep moving. Still looking for cotton. Still looking for cotton. And these are the bad areas because of these little white flowers. It's like my eyes like, oh, cotton, cotton. I'm like, nope, nope, nope. Look for the olive drab feathers. Olive drab leaves. Should be a little bit taller, and the white bulb should be a little bit bigger than the little white flowers we're seeing. I'm just not finding any. I'll get back to it. Piggy went, ouch! Oh, this pig ran. I did so much damage that it actually turned and ran. I've never seen that. The AI of these piggies are definitely different. I did enough damage that instead of charging me, he ran off. He's like, I don't want none of that. Not ooh, there we go. See, that was 4. That was 4 fat. So I was right. I have seen more fat. All right, I'm back on the hunt for more cotton. This was a fish trap I actually forgot I'd put down ages ago in my testing world, and because of the update, it hasn't expired yet. So yeah, he definitely buffed the time on those fish traps, because that thing should have definitely been gone a while ago. All right, can you guess what I'm about to say? I'm still on the hunt for cotton. Wish me luck. Please wish me luck. Oh, that's another awesome long shot, 1 arrow kill. But guess what? I still haven't found cotton. I'm making one more loop. If I can't find it, then I'll have to do an outro and end the video, because I've been looking for 2 days straight in game and have not found cotton. Heaven help me. I'll keep looking. I'll give it one more loop, I promise. That elusive cotton plant, which is supposedly larger and should be easier to see, and I can't find one. I will keep looking. Eventually I'll have to stop because I need to get this video out for tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give an outro, just in case. If I don't find one, I do need to have a finish for this video. So this is the Alpha 53 update for Subsistence. I think Cold Games has done a really good job of hitting several different areas and not concentrating only like on one thing, like just doing building or just doing a new cave. He gave us a little bit of most, but not everything. And I think I like it. I do like what was done this time. But I've been critical. This has been Subsistence on Alpha 53 update. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.